One decision today could transform your life after 75. Longevity secrets few know. Have you ever wondered why some people, even after turning 75, can still drive themselves around, stroll through parks, and enjoy spontaneous trips, while others, at just 70, are already sitting quietly, tired, simply watching life pass them by? The answer isn't luck. It isn't fate. It lies in the small, quiet actions they chose to repeat, starting from today. Growing older isn't about waiting for the end. It's about living the richest years of your life, if you know how. But here's the sad truth. Many people unknowingly lock themselves into decline, not because they are weak, but because no one ever told them. After 65, every small action holds the power to shape your destiny. If you're stepping into 65, 70, or even 75, this is the perfect moment to rewrite the story of your life. Don't let a few wrong habits steal 5, 10, or even 15 precious years from you. Don't find yourself one day whispering, "If only I had known sooner." Right now, let's uncover together 9 small but powerful changes that can rescue your golden years, helping you not just live longer, but live stronger, freer, and more joyfully. Are you ready? Because life still holds a long, beautiful journey, if you choose to act today. 1. Mindset shapes destiny. You may have heard this saying, destiny isn't something you're given, it's something you build day by day. At 65, 70, or 75, many people start to believe that everything is already set in stone. They accept a weakening body, a fading memory, and a life that shrinks into a series of quiet passing days. But the truth is, no one can force us to accept that kind of aging. Your destiny doesn't lie in anyone else's hands. It lies in the small, quiet choices you make every single day. Will you get up and move your body, or stay glued to your chair? Will you reach out and connect with loved ones, or retreat into silence? Will you keep learning something new, or let your mind grow lazy and forgetful? Every small action is like laying down a brick. Brick by brick, day after day, you're either building a bridge to a vibrant, free, healthy old age, or you're building a prison of loneliness, sickness, and regret. Think about those men and women in their 80s you've seen, still running, still laughing, still scooping their grandkids up into their arms. They didn't get there by magic. They got there through quiet determination, through a mindset that refused to give up control of their lives. Remember this, 1/3 of your life may be shaped by fate, but the other 2/3, they are yours to choose. And right now, you still have time. You still have the power to shape the most beautiful chapter of your life. Are you ready? Because the real journey is just beginning. 2. Beware of the silent habits that destroy your health. We often think accidents or illnesses strike out of nowhere, like lightning bolts we can't avoid. But the truth is, most health crises after 65 to 75 don't start with a big event. They begin with small, overlooked habits we barely notice. A missed step because of a loose rug, a quick dash up the stairs without a handrail, a minor fall that leaves lasting, irreversible damage. Did you know? According to the CDC, over 3 million older adults in the U.S. are hospitalized every year because of falls, and nearly half of them will never fully regain their previous mobility. The saddest part, most of these accidents are completely preventable with simple, thoughtful changes. Rearranging your home, removing slippery rugs, widening narrow pathways, and installing sturdy handrails. Adding proper lighting, especially around stairs and bathrooms. Wearing supportive non-slip shoes that fit aging feet properly. You might feel, "I'm still quick," or "I'm not there yet." But please remember, real strength at this age doesn't lie in being reckless. It lies in being wise enough to protect yourself. It's like tending to an oil lamp. When the fuel isn't endless anymore, you don't blow hard to make it burn brighter. You shield the flame gently, letting it glow warmly, steadily, until the very end. Every small decision you make today, reorganizing your home, investing in a good pair of shoes, stepping carefully, is another act of love, keeping your freedom burning bright for years to come. Your health is a treasure. Treat it like one, starting with the smallest steps. 3. Building strong financial security for your golden years. Did you know? One of the biggest sources of stress and anxiety for seniors in America isn't illness. It's financial insecurity. After 65, income often drops significantly. Savings, pensions, or Social Security may not always be enough to cover unexpected costs like unplanned medical expenses, long-term care as health declines, helping children or grandchildren through tough times. The most heartbreaking part. When money runs short, it's easy to slip into dependence, relying on your children or others for basic needs. And that doesn't just hurt your pride. It shakes the independence you've spent a lifetime building. But here's the good news. You can still take charge, starting today. Build an emergency fund covering at least 6 to 12 months of living expenses. Review and update your health insurance and long-term care coverage. Learn to spend wisely, prioritizing things that truly bring you health, happiness, and peace of mind. Most importantly, learn to say no to unnecessary spending. You don't need luxury items to fill emotional gaps. You don't have to sacrifice your well-being to meet everyone's expectations. Financial freedom in your later years isn't a fantasy. It starts with smart decisions and small, consistent actions every day. Think of it like growing a mighty tree. Each dollar you save, each smart investment you make, is another strong root keeping you grounded and steady through every storm life brings. And trust me, there's no greater gift than the peace of mind that comes with true financial freedom, so you can spend your remaining years fully, proudly, and on your terms. 4. Listen to your body and know when to pause. In our 20s, we could pull all-nighters, skip meals, work nonstop, run around all day, and bounce right back without a second thought. But after 65, the body stops giving us those free passes. Have you noticed? One attempt at lifting something heavy can leave your back aching for weeks. One overambitious trip can drain you so much that you lose nights of precious sleep afterward. Your body talks to you every single day, but too often we don't listen. We think, I'm still strong enough. Just a little more push. If I stop, I'm being useless. And so we push ourselves past healthy limits until small injuries turn into major illnesses, until mild fatigue spirals into deep exhaustion. Listening to your body isn't a weakness. It's wisdom. It's an act of self-love. When you feel tired, allow yourself to rest. When you feel pain, stop and care for it. When you feel drained, set your work aside and recover first. Resting is not quitting. Resting is what allows you to come back stronger. Gentle, sustainable movement, like a slow walk in the park, a calming yoga session, simple chair exercises each morning, will help keep your body supple without draining your energy. Remember this, at this stage of life, you have nothing to prove to anyone. What you deserve now is to live each day in comfort, with confidence, and with deep respect for your amazing body, because in the end, no one will ever love your body better than you can. 5. Permit yourself to enjoy life. When we were younger, we threw ourselves into work, saving, building for the future. We sacrificed small joys, vacations, good meals, simple pleasures, all for the dream of a peaceful retirement someday. But strangely, when that time finally arrives, many people trap themselves in fear, in restraint, and too worried to enjoy the very things they worked so hard to build. They say, "If I spend too much now, what will I live on later? I'm too old. What's the point of enjoying things anymore? If I indulge now, I'll just burden my family." But the truth is, joy is the greatest medicine for a vibrant, healthy life after 65. A delicious meal with family, a small trip to somewhere new, a special gift you give yourself after a lifetime of hard work. These aren't indulgences. They are the sparks that make your spirit dance, flood your body with happiness hormones, lower your stress, and naturally slow the aging process. Don't wait for the perfect moment to enjoy life. Happiness is not a reward you earn at the finish line. It's something you're meant to live every single day. And remember, enjoying life doesn't mean being reckless. It means creating lasting, simple joys from what you already have. A peaceful afternoon walk in the park, a warm cup of tea by the window while it rains, a hearty conversation with an old friend you haven't seen in years. You deserve these moments. You deserve to savor the life you've built, wrapped in love, gratitude, and deep self-respect. 6. Protecting your familiar home, protecting peace within your soul. There's a simple but profound truth. A familiar home isn't just a shelter. It's the keeper of your soul and your memories. Those walls have witnessed countless springs, endless laughter, cozy family dinners, and all the small, tender moments that stitched together the story of your life. Yet, as we grow older, many are advised to sell the house, move into a senior home, or live with family for convenience. On paper, it may seem practical, but emotionally, it can be an invisible rupture, a deep loss that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Your familiar home is your natural haven, the place that anchors your independence, your dignity, and your sense of control. Every corner of the room, every old piece of furniture, every potted plant by the porch, they're not just things. They're threads weaving your past and present together, keeping your heart steady in the flowing river of time. Of course, to make your home truly safe and supportive, a few practical changes are important. Remove clutter and tripping hazards. Install handrails in the bathroom, kitchen, and stairways. Add nightlights in key areas to prevent falls. Arrange furniture for easy, safe movement. Protecting your home doesn't mean resisting change. It means understanding that a safe, familiar space nurtures confidence, independence, and an optimistic spirit at every age. A familiar home, a little backyard garden with a few rows of vegetables, a favorite reading chair by the window each afternoon. These may seem simple, but they are precious mental vitamins worth far more than any advice or prescription. To protect your home is to protect the vibrant fire of life still burning inside you. 7. Stay alert. Beware of miracle cures that don't exist. In today's world, we are constantly surrounded by tempting promises. Take this magic pill and reverse aging. Special therapy to help you live to 100. Drink this and restore your health overnight. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? Especially as we age and start hoping for quick, effortless solutions. But reality tells a different story. The truth is that no miracle can ever replace healthy, mindful living. Many products flooding the market today are not scientifically proven, could silently damage your liver, kidneys, or heart, may dangerously interact with medications you're already taking for chronic conditions. Far too many seniors have spent thousands of dollars chasing after anti-aging miracles, only to be met with disappointment, or worse, irreversible health consequences. So, what should you do instead? Forget the flashy promises. Turn back to what has been proven through generations. A balanced diet rich in fresh vegetables and fruits, gentle, regular physical activity, routine health checkups, quality time with family, friends, and hobbies you love. True longevity and lasting health don't come from a single miracle product. They come from the hundreds of small, consistent choices you make every day, from your steady commitment to care for your body in natural, sustainable ways. Trust the incredible natural strength of your own body. Trust the quiet wisdom of simple, time-tested habits. Don't let flowery promises steal your precious clarity and common sense. You deserve to live healthy, vibrant, and joyful, naturally and authentically. 8. Building strong, lasting emotional connections. As we step into life after 65, we begin to realize something powerful. Mental and emotional health are just as crucial as physical health. You may have spent decades as the pillar of your family, the devoted parent, the reliable spouse, the steady friend. But now, as children grow up and social circles shrink, loneliness can creep in quietly and silently. And loneliness, not an illness, is often the true silent killer of vitality in old age. Multiple studies across the U.S. have confirmed seniors who maintain strong connections with friends, family, or community groups have up to a 50% lower risk of mortality compared to those who live in isolation. Here's the beautiful part. It doesn't take grand gestures to reignite that inner light. A heartfelt conversation, a shared meal, a warm hug, or even a simple text message saying, "I'm thinking of you," can breathe life back into a weary heart. So what can you do today to rebuild those vital connections? Call an old friend just to chat. Invite a neighbor over for tea. Join a book club, a gentle dance class, or a local walking group. Spend quality, meaningful time with your grandchildren, not just for them, but for yourself too. If you think it's too late to reconnect, remember, the human heart never retires. It always craves love, companionship, and belonging. Sometimes a small action, a simple hello, can open the door to an entirely new chapter filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. Don't let loneliness steal these precious years away. Give love freely and watch how life gives it right back to you. 9. Don't rush to change your whole life. When facing loneliness, many seniors feel the urge to make drastic changes, a new marriage, a new home, an entirely different life. They believe a big change will fill the emptiness inside. But the truth is, not all changes lead to happiness, especially after decades spent building habits, memories, and deep-rooted connections. A new relationship after 65 or 70 can be wonderful, but it can also bring unexpected challenges, differences in lifestyle, financial complications, family tensions, the loss of your precious sense of freedom and personal space. This doesn't mean you shouldn't seek new love. It simply means don't rush. Don't let loneliness drive you into hasty decisions. Happiness in later life doesn't have to come from a romantic relationship. It can blossom from genuine, heartfelt friendships, lively community groups filled with laughter, joyful trips exploring nature with good friends, or simply the pure, quiet joy of living fully, with yourself, for yourself. You don't need to change your entire life. You just need to open your heart again to welcome the small, precious joys you may have once forgotten. Let these years be a season where you live for you. No more heavy burdens, no more pressure, just pure happiness and deep, peaceful contentment. And remember, true happiness isn't something you have to chase far away. It grows from the simple, beautiful things that have always been around you. Today's choices shape tomorrow's life. Turning 65, 70, or even 75 is not the end. It's a turning point, a moment where you have every right to write the next chapter of your story. These years ahead, you don't have to live by anyone else's expectations. You don't have to fit into any mold but your own. You've spent a lifetime collecting experience, love, pain, and joy. Now, it's time to live exactly the way you truly desire. Every choice you make today, no matter how small, quietly shapes the path of your health, happiness, and peace in the years to come. One healthy habit each morning, one positive decision for your well-being, one warm conversation with someone you love, one simple smile to yourself in the mirror. Each of these moments, little by little, is extending your life, deepening your joy, and enriching your soul. Don't let anyone, not even your past, define these precious years. Only you can decide, will you fade quietly or will you live vibrantly until the very end? Start today with one small change, with one loving choice for yourself, with the belief that, no matter your age, your life still holds countless reasons to love, to live, and to savor. Give yourself the greatest gift, a life of freedom, health, and fulfillment in your golden years. And I believe you deserve it.